Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Demetrius, with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. Yeah, man, making sure we got this audio. Cool. All right, hey, man, listen. What's up, Doug? You doing all right, boss, man? What's going on with your boss, man? Hey, real quick, guys, if y'all haven't, make sure y'all go to What's Up Doug's page, man, and like his page. Really, really good content, man. Hey, real quick, before we get started, man, make sure if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. It's helping me out. You know, we're getting more views now. We're moving along. We're almost at 900 subs, which is amazing, man. This is only I want to say this is my, 10th month doing this as a content creator, so I appreciate all you guys. But let's get right into it because I am on a trip, and I got to make sure I get these people back to where they got to go real quick. So let's do this real quick. So news came out. Miles Sanders is out, which is a blessing. It's a huge blessing, in my opinion, man. You know, I think that the Carolina Panthers run game is going to look drastically different this week here with Miles Sanders not being number one running back. And like I said, you know, I don't wish injury on no player at all. I don't wish injury on no player. What's up, Doug, man? Hey, I appreciate you, man. Most def. I don't wish injury on no player. But what I will say is this, man. We've seen subpar play from the running back position since the season has started. And if you guys go back into my older lives, I alluded to this during training camp and during the preseason game. We haven't seen any of Miles Sanders at all during the preseason games. How are you going to just insert him game one against Atlanta and expect us to have a decent run game, which we saw did not pan out right? So I was right about that. It made no sense for us to go ahead and make Miles Sanders number one when he was nursing a groin injury. We should have sat him down till he got totally healed. I mean, we have Raheem Blackshear, who I feel, in my opinion, from last year, was better than Chuba Hubbard. He's more explosive. He had 2 touchdowns compared to Chuba's 1 touchdown. He had more yards than Chuba last year. I mean, to me, he's the type of player that I feel Christian McCaffrey was before he got to the Christian McCaffrey that we know now. and I'm explaining that. When Christian McCaffrey first came into the league, he did some good things. He wasn't as proficient or efficient as going through the hole, but he got to that point. I believe that Raheem Blackshear is right on course where we saw Christian McCaffrey at. I'm gonna be honest. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? When we look at the play, I want to say that was against the Seahawks last year, the Lions last year. Even when we got down to playing the Bucks in that last game, Raheem Blackshear showed out. So I'm excited about this. Do I think we're gonna win the game? Heck no, I don't think we're gonna win the game. Because I believe that we have a lot more pressing issues on why the Carolina Panthers will not succeed this week. I mean, it goes back to some of the things that I talked about during training camp and preseason. We have no cornerback depth. We have no deep cornerback depth. We have no good, decent cornerbacks. You know what I mean? I mean, we're hoping that DJ comes back. We're hoping that we don't got Von Bell this week. Xavier Woods, I think, is still out. So we're betting on players that we really don't know. And I think that that's a disservice to all of the fans that sat up here and listened to Blueprint and listen to all this other stuff. And, it's just a disservice, man. We did not go out there and make sure that we solidified ourselves in the cornerback room. Now it's going to show. This game right here, I talked about this game on Sheena's Quick Space one day. And I said the one game that really does scare me this season, the one game that does scare me is the Dolphins game for two reasons. You always want to go into the bye week with a win. You always want to do that. You want to have that momentum, go and get to the bye week so that you can continue that momentum into the next game after the bye. But secondarily, look who's on the other side. And this is what I was told. Oh, we worried about Waddle. We worried about this guy. We worried about that guy. Now we have an issue. Them boys put up 70 on the Broncos. Now, hey, Doug, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he might be. He just might be. Which I'm gonna hate because if y'all play Madden, I use a Dante Jackson. When I'm playing Madden, I be getting all them picks because he is dumb fast on that game. He is dumb fast. So, if he's gone, I'm gonna hate that. I ain't gonna lie. Let him stay one more year. Because I can't be using Von Bell. I mean, I could probably use a chin, but I can't use a Von Bell, man. Dante Jackson is my. Hey, I get so many picks. I go in that 4-6 Bear defense, and I act like I'm going to rush everybody. I pull Dante Jackson back, and the rush comes so quick. When you hit, I play PlayStation. You hit R2 and down on the on the right toggle switch, man. And man, they just come through the line, and then I back Dante Jackson up, man. I get the pick. They be quitting in the first quarter, man. But anyway, we ain't talking about Madden. We talking about Raheem Blackshear. But this is a game in which I said we need to be careful of because of who's on the other side of the ball. You got Tyreek Hill, you got Waddle. And everybody laughed when I said this. You have Robbie Anderson, who wants some get back from an organization that traded him to the freaking Arizona Cardinals mid-season last year. You don't think that he circled this game on his calendar? You don't think that? You think it's gonna be? You think he ain't gonna come into the game and try to toast one of our cornerbacks, and then we gonna be sitting there with the dumb face on, looking like why we traded Robbie Anderson? Yeah, you had no recourse for what might happen with J.C. Horn or Dante Jackson. You had no recourse. You had no plan of action. You came into the season thinking everything was sweet, and it's not now. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about running back. I feel, personally, that Raheem Blackshear is going to show why he should not have been a healthy scratch. I don't know what injury they say he had. They said an ankle. I don't believe that. I think that they felt like they had enough in Miles Sanders and Chuba Hubbard to run a two-back system, and now it's blowing up in their face. Sanders had 60 catches last year. Hey, right now, he can't even run out the backfield without tripping over his own feet. I mean, hey, he can't even get open. He falling down before the play even gets started. Y'all saw that play, man, against the Lions. I mean, it's sad, man, and I get it. You know, he may be still having this issue with this injury. I get that. Sit down, my brother. You already got your paper. Sit down. Yeah. I'm hit your line. There's 3 players that may not be with the team during the bye week. Hey, I think it's 4 players, but I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I think it's 4 players. It might be 4 players. Yeah, yeah. The league's hey, the whole league got a circle on their calendar, right? Yeah, man. So, like I said, I do believe that when we see Raheem Blackshear come into this game, we're going to see a lot better response from the offensive line because he's the type of player. He's almost like a baby Foreman in a sense. He's going to hit the line. He's going to hit the line, and he's going to go through them holes. I'm saying, pause if applicable. Hey, he's going to do his thing. He has good vision. He's quick, especially on those zone runs out to the side. I mean, he's really, really good, man. You can pitch it to him. He got good hands. I'm telling you guys, Raheem Blackshear is going to show a lot of people why he should have been in the game week 1 against Atlanta. Miles Sanders is still dealing with his injury. You think Shenault will get more carries? Heck yeah. Did you not see the Carolina Panthers on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it? They said, the post, I should have put the post on it. The post said, Laviska Shenault and Chuba Hubbard are making the best out of every opportunity, basically at running back. Laviska Shenault ain't even a freaking running back. That is, if that ain't disrespectful, I don't know what is. If that ain't disrespectful, man, you a running back and you not even being talked about by your own team. Laviska Shenault is a wide receiver. Hey man, I'm sorry. I don't prey on no player's downfall, but it's so funny when your own team doesn't even acknowledge you as a game changer or anything. They don't see you trying to make any opportunities to help the team out unless they would have put your name on there. They would have said Miles Sanders, Laviska Shenault, Chuba Hubbard are making every opportunity presented to them. They ain't do that. So yeah, I do think. Hey, hello, go ahead. 336 Boston. Facts. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm just going to say the brother is still dealing with a growing injury. That's what I'm going to go with. And if he is, I'm pissed. I'm pissed with this coaching staff. I'm pissed with Deuce. I'm pissed with Frank. It makes no sense to put a player out there. Yeah, and they overpaid him. It makes no sense for you to bring a player in, keep him on the active roster knowing he's still hurt and can't produce. But you bring him out the past 5 games as running back 1. You didn't even let Chuba Hubbard play really any in the freaking Seattle game. Why? It makes no sense at all, man. It makes no sense at all. This organization right here is, well, y'all know I don't cuss, but it's backwards right now. It's totally backwards, man. It makes no sense at all why the Carolina Panthers are doing the things that they're doing. It makes no sense at all. But I tell you one thing: if this 0-5 start hasn't shown us anything, it's shown us that the stuff that we was given at the beginning of the season was a total lie. That Frank Wright, this coaching staff, everybody in the front office, from David Tepper on down to whoever else has a say-so in this draft process, got it wrong again. The only person that we have on this team that's worth anything, in my opinion, Adam Thielen, Hayden Hurst, at the wide receiver core. Laviska Shenault is like a gadget guy. They don't even give and I feel so bad for TMJ. I feel so bad for TMJ. How your own coach don't know you not don't put you in the game, and then says, I forgot about you. He forgot about him. How you forget about him? Guys, I don't get it. I don't get how almost 40 years of experience on that sideline makes a decision. Jim Caldwell, Frank Reich, Dom Capers. Let's just stop right there. Let's just stop right there. That's at least about 40 to 50 years right there, maybe even 60 years combined of experience, offensive experience. Why the offense isn't clicking? We have the wrong people in positions. Amir Smith-Marset should not be running punt returns. He shouldn't. He needs to be on the offense. You have not made any acquisitions to bring a wide receiver in that's worth anything. I doubt after what happened with yesterday with Steve Smith and Jerry Jeudy that he even comes to Carolina now after what Steve Smith did to him. It makes no sense at all. None. You put Amir Smith-Marset in the offensive lineup, you see a different result. He got hands. He got tape out there showing him making plays from Kirk Cousins, making plays on the number twos, the number threes, whichever ones it was with the Kansas City Chiefs. And Kansas City wanted to keep him. They were just loaded. They wanted to keep him. They were just loaded. But we don't throw deep. Wide receiver don't need fast. We don't need fast wide receivers. Hey, well, the issue is we got wide receivers that they say can't get open. So that has to deal with speed. It ain't necessarily about, going down the field. The complaint is we have wide receivers that can't get open, which I don't believe that, to say the least. We just seen Andy Dalton use these same wide receivers and get open. We just seen it. Seattle game. Prime example. So, I don't believe that. But what I do believe is if you're going to try to make a turnaround with this season, why would you just have a guy on the field that has hands, that has the ability to run routes, and all you're doing is using him for punt returns? You're using him 3 to 4 times out the game. He's only giving you 7 to 8 yards of a return. Come on, man. It makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all. And I challenge, if they really want to make some changes, I challenge them. I challenge this coaching staff. Make some drastic changes with the personnel usage. That's all it is. We can see some drastic changes if we see Hayden Hurst running these routes that you got Ian Thomas and Tommy Trimble running. We can see some drastic changes if you got Raheem Blackshear in the lineup along with Chuba Hubbard. Didn't these boys just run for 3-something in the first quarter last year against the Lions? Albeit we did have old boy, whatchamacallit. What's up, Scott? Although we did have old boy. Exactly. Hello. Dumb moves. That's what I'm saying. It's dumb moves, man. It's dumb moves. You barely use this guy. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't know if David Tepper is doing this. I don't know if it's Scott Fitterer. I don't know who it is. But somebody in that organization does not want the Carolina Panthers to win. I'm just gonna say it. Somebody in that organization, somebody in that office does not want the Carolina Panthers to win. Because you don't make decisions like that. You don't do things like that. You don't remove players that are good players, decent players. You don't remove them. You don't cut them. You cut them for what? We're 0-5. To get what? What are you trying to acquire right now that you should have acquired during the offseason? But like your owner said, we don't need to have star wide receivers. We can save money in that department because Bryce is such a point guard. He can distribute the ball to him. Now the issue is he needs wide receivers that can get open. But we saw these same wide receivers get open. Come on, man. It's too much at play right now, man. There's too much stuff going on right now. We're seeing this stuff with our own eyes, and it's not matching up to what's being said. The Carolina Panthers are doing what they normally do, and that's piss the bed. That's just what it is, man. So I think this is the first step right here in us making some type of change to the run game. I want to make sure that Raheem Blackshear gets going. We get Raheem Blackshear going, we take a lot of stuff off Bryce. We get Chuba Hubbard, LaVisca Chenault going, we take a lot of stuff off Bryce. All right? Now, after seeing a little bit of, tape from the last game, I got to pull back a little bit on my Bryce. It ain't slander, but at least, a little bit off of what I was saying. I seen a play where Miles Sanders tripped on his own feet, or maybe tripped on the defensive end's leg, did a full Donkey Kong roll on the ground, and Bryce had to roll up out of there. That ball was going to him. Hey, listen. And I'm pretty sure if I go back, I can see a whole lot more stuff like that. People out of position. We saw Jonathan Mingo out of position in the Vikings game. Was it the Vikings game? No. Yeah, the Vikings game, I believe. No, it was the Seahawks game. Out of position. So, guys, I'm not going to lie. We got our hands full this week with Miami. Got our hands full. Fitter is sabotaging our team financial situation before he gets fired. He's been on the hot seat for 3 years now. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Yeah. Why did Miles Sanders get benched? Injury? Well, it's a little bit of both. They said right now it's a shoulder injury. I still think he's dealing with a groin because he's not hitting the holes like he needs to. But I think it's suckage as well. I mean, you fumbled the ball on the first play of the first drive. On the first play of that drive, and just killed all of our momentum. Yeah, it's your fault, bro. Yeah. Also, remember, Brown needs to call the plays. And that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm hoping that after this week here, I'm anticipating Raheem Blackshear to have a great game. And it's going to change the perception of who needs to be running back one here in Carolina. All right? That's what I believe. That's what I'm thinking. But, we'll see. Miami wide receivers going to have a field day with all. Hey, I was listening to a podcast earlier, and I have no problem with giving out, this. But I was listening to Twan. I think his name was Twan on 704 podcast, man. And he had a Black Cat Panther on there as well. And there was a Miami Dolphins podcast on there as well. And he alluded to if the Carolina Panthers play press man on the wide receivers from the Dolphins, we might have a shot. If we play zone, we're getting cooked. And I started thinking about that. I was like, it makes sense. He started saying that, the wide receivers for the Miami Dolphins, they're small guys. And two was a timing type quarterback. So playing press coverage might work. We'll see. We'll see if that's Avero's. If we see that, then I got to give this podcaster for the Miami Dolphins who came on their podcast today a lot of kudos if we see that press man. He said they don't have to be elite cornerbacks. They just got to stop the timing. So we'll see. We'll see. If that pans out, hey, give that man some kudos and give Ejiro Evero some kudos too, because he dissected it pretty well if that's the case. But we'll see, man. I have no idea how this game is going to turn out. I don't want to blow out. I want us to win because I am a Carolina Panthers fan. It's just hard for me to see a win. It's extremely hard for me. Why would you press those fast? He capping. Hey, listen, I thought about it too. I thought that he may have been capping. But when you look at it too, Like, when you look at Tua's play is predominantly based off of timing, which a lot of quarterbacks are. And they run a lot of those slant patterns, man, going across the field. So if you jam them, you throw off the timing. Yeah, that makes sense. The issue is we ain't got no pass rush right now. You double team Brian Burns, Derek Brown already got an ankle issue. So I mean, are we hoping for Justin Houston? Because he's been a no-show. So it's hard to say, man. With everything that's come out, what if Tep is one? Hey, he calling the plays from his office. Hey, he calling the plays from his office, man. Nicole rubbing his feet. Hey, he's sipping on Ciroc, right? Hey, Miss Murphy, you funny, yo. Hey, Scott, it's Nicole, right? Nicole calling plays, man. Yeah, the freak, yo. Henderson will give up 3D. Hey, listen, I gotta give it up. I gotta give it to my boy, man. And I'm calling him my boy. He did pretty good against the whatchamacallit, man. Against the Seattle Seahawks, man, when he was in, man. I gotta give it to him, man. He did his thing. Now after that, I don't know. But I had to come off the CJ Henderson slander for at least about a week. He did his thing, man. He did his thing. But yo, hey man, listen, I gotta get going. I gotta take these people to Uptown Charlotte, drop these executives off. I don't know what they're doing. We had Bass Pro Shop, so if y'all can get over here within the next 10 minutes, I may still be over here. But I gotta take these people back to Embassy Suites, and we'll go live again tonight, man. I'll be able to kind of talk a little bit more. But what you guys think, man? What's y'all score predictions for this week? Real quick, we'll do that. You give me a score prediction before 4:20. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's gonna be pretty bad. If we don't stop it early, Robbie Anderson may pop him too. Robbie Anderson may pop him too, man. Hey, if he pop him too, man, that's it. I'm cutting the game off. I ain't watching it no more, man. But I'm thinking right now, man. If the Carolina Panthers don't make a change, I'm thinking maybe like a 42-6, man. Yeah, 42-6, man. Might be. Yo, Scott. Hey, and the 10 points, they just give it to us. We don't even get it. They just give it to us. Hey, just say, man, look here, man. We're going to just throw 10 points on the board for you, man. Yeah, we can't let you go out with a goose egg. Tim, 38-10. Hey, that's about where I'm at. I'm saying 42-6, man. I think them boys we don't stop it early, man. That's it for us, man. We going to start with 10. They're going to give us 10. Oh, they're going to spot us 10 at the beginning. Hey, man, y'all boys crazy, man. Yo, but I'm going to get up out of here. My people getting ready to come out, man. But, hey, we'll talk later, man. It's your boy Demetrius with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. Let's go.